Hello, year 10s. Your homework for this week will be on number line notation. So, showing inequalities on a number line, something you've been doing in school last week. Now, to just quickly recap, a hollow circle means that the number itself is not included. So, that is when x is usually greater than or less than. Okay? And it's represented with a hollow circle. And a solid circle, therefore, means that the number itself is included. So, you would color in the circle when it's greater than or equal to or less than or equal to as the symbols show. Okay, now if we want to show this on a number line, just to quickly recap, so when x is greater than, we have an arrow pointing to the right of the circle. Okay, an arrow pointing to the right of the circle because x is greater than, and that is shown with a hollow circle. And if you look for less than, obviously it's the same circle, but this time the arrow is pointing to the left. Okay, to show that it's less than, x is less than. Okay, and so therefore the colored circles will be when it's equal to as well. And also when it's less than or equal to, you'd have an arrow pointing left. The only difference here is the circles are colored. So to show this on an actual number line, if you have an example here, and now if you have a look at this inequality, it's telling us that x is greater than 6. So we need to have a circle, a hollow circle, above 6. Now, is x greater than or less than? That's the question we need to ask ourselves. Because x is greater than, we would therefore just have an arrow pointing to the right. Doesn't matter how long the arrow is, it just has to be pointing right. Okay, another example here. This time x is less than 8. So we have a hollow circle again above 8. And this time, because x is less than, we're just going to have our arrow pointing left. Now, one more example, or a couple more examples. This time around, it's telling us x is greater than or equal to the number 3. So we'd have a circle, but this time it's colored in because we have the line under the inequality. So it means it can be equal to 3 as well. And which way are we going, left or right? We'd obviously be going right because x is greater than or equal to. Okay, and one more example here. This time around is telling us x is less than or equal to 5. So we have a colored in circle above 5, and we are just having an arrow that's pointing to the left. Now, I want you to have a go at these questions. You're going to draw the number lines as they are, and I want you to try and show the inequalities on a number line. So pause the video now and have a go. Okay, we should have gone through those by now. So I will just put the answers up on here for you. So have a look, see what the answers are, and obviously compare them up to your answers. Now, moving on, this was just a starter base, your main homework. So to go on to the main part of the homework, this time we're showing where there's where x is between a certain range of numbers, meaning it's less than 7, but it's greater than 3. So it could be any number between 3 and 7, but it doesn't include 3 and 7. Now, how do we show this on a number line? So first of all, we'd have a circle above 3. Is it colored in? We decide with the inequality that's near 3. So that inequality is just saying that x is greater than. So we just leave it as a hollow circle. And again, the same thing with the 7. The inequality there doesn't have a line underneath, so it's a hollow circle. And now we just have a line that connects them together. And that is our inequality represented on a number line. Let's give another example. This time, the inequalities have lines below them, so we would color in our circles, and we place them above 6 and 2 because those are our numbers in our inequality, and we just connect them up with a line. And finally, so first of all, we place our two numbers, the circles where they belong. So the 5 would be colored in because that inequality has a line below it. And now we just connect them up together. Okay, so this is your main task for this week's homework. All you need to do is draw the actual number lines with a pencil and a ruler, show your inequalities on those number lines, take a picture of that, and upload that to ClassCharts, and that will complete your homework for this week.